Hello, everybody. We're going to get started here in just a couple moments. I do always appreciate just a quick check if you could confirm you can hear me okay and the music to my voice is a good balance. Do, 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 do. Perfect. I did switch up my mic for those of you that haven't seen me in a hot second. Just the headphones on the head for multiple hours a day was starting to bug all my piercings. Okay, so you know what? Let's get started a little early today. Let's do it. Okay, so we'll switch our everything. Hello, everybody. Make sure our mic is still working. It should be working totally fine. Fantastic. Looks like everything is working. You like the hair? I dyed it. Yeah. Oh, the camera. Yeah. Yeah, I've always had a camera. I hadn't plugged it in. So we're going to... Why can't I move? There we go. We're going to go grab some food and water here, and we can talk a bit. And the hair. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love the hair. For those of you who might be new to the stream, I originally started streaming 3 weeks ago, so we're just past the 3-week anniversary. And I didn't have the camera on. Wow, I really need to see you in person. It's been way too long. Yeah, I totally agree. It's been kind of crazy. Kind of a crazy winter, though, so, you know. If those in chat can't tell, Corp and I know each other very well. Yeah, it's been a while. We really do need to catch up. Maybe after the stream we'll hop in Discord or something. But yeah, so this is Stationeers, our nice little greenhouse, all our food, our water, our shower. And over here we have a cocoa plant that is thriving towards fruiting. Yippee. We have potato plants that are constantly producing seeds. These ones are growing really quick, so I'm trying to just keep these ones separate for the time being. And then we have soybeans on the backside, and hopefully either this time or the next one will be the last time we have to eat regular baked potatoes. We're going to hopefully have some fries here very shortly. What are we angry about? Not eating food. That's what we're angry about. Of course. I guess that's acceptable. Been working the whole time. And we'll be planting some pumpkins here. But we are a little early, so we'll hold off on doing that. No, we'll just plant one here real quick. Plant one of them. It's thriving. Fantastic. So we'll put it there. We'll ignore the fact that we're angry about being a little dirty. We need some more water. We need to make water. There we go. Oh, I turned those off, not on. There we go. Fantastic. So we'll go make some water. And yeah, we got some other things to do today. Got that going the wrong way. And for those of you who may not have seen the stream recently, we have just made it to affiliate earlier this weekend on Friday, I think, or was it Saturday? I guess it was Saturday morning, it was confirmed, and did the first affiliate stream Saturday morning. So that was fantastic. This is all getting automated now. Green means we're producing, or no, it means we're full. What does green do? I can't remember what green is in that chip. We should check. We should definitely check and make sure nothing's about to explode on us. Okay, that's not going to explode. That's the important. Yeah, so we have, this is our output from our furnace, because we're doing zero waste, so we're not wasting the output from it. This filters it all. There's a manifold over here to direct where it goes. This that I'm standing on is oxygen. Then methane, gas is that one where these two are mixed. The next one is nitrogen, and this one is hydrogen. So yeah, lots and lots of pipes. Oh yeah, you haven't really seen it, eh? All the schoolwork that you got going on. All that college. What? Yeah, so there's a lot going on here. This is our little trading platform, and we have a oh so lovely little trade robot. And then over here we have our satellite dish to contact traders. This automates our solar panels to be directly at the sun at all times. You can see we've got a nice number of them out here. So yeah, it's looking pretty. And that's kind of what's going on at the moment. This is our furnace. And I just said we need to make a thing to make fries. That's what it is. So we need a packaging machine. Package. Steel, electrum, and const. So I think it's going to be the const that we really, really need to make. Oh, you're still working on that group project, eh? Fun. Are the others at least helpful? Or are you like in a terrible place? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I'm gonna guess that means that the other people on that group project are not necessarily fantastic, shall we say. Okay, that is Invar. We probably lost it in the well. Yeah, eh? It's not there, it's not there. It's not there. Not there. Just looking for some, not helping as much as you'd like, eh? Yeah. Yeah, that's always too bad. Yup. Group projects kind of suck like that sometimes. So, I just need to grab this, and we're gonna go no, we just need furnace recipes, not advanced ones. There we go. So const is copper, nickel. Okay. There's some copper. It's worth 20%. Oh my goodness, that is a big project. Do I not have more nickel around? Oh good, there we go. Throw that in. We'll flip this on. So this is our getting to be automated furnace. We're making our steps to get there. We are not there, but we're getting there. And we need our temperature to come up significantly. This measures the pressure before the furnace and the temperature. And it's great to preheat gases before you put them in. So that is fantastic that way. I hope the project though does go well. Like that's always a thing with group projects, right? There we go. Our temperature is still coming up. There we go. And just going to roll a quick ad while we wait for the furnace. That way people get to skip the pre-roll. So it's just going to be a 1-minute ad here. And it's just so others can skip the pre-roll. Yeah, you need the mark, eh? Totally get it. Alright, there we go. We just did that ad real quick just so that the pre-roll is off and we don't have to worry about ads interrupting us for quite some time. Thank you for bearing with me through it there. Yeah, you need the marks badly, eh? Always a thing for university, college. Even getting ready to go to it, it's quite can be quite stressful. Oh my gosh, we have so much extra oxygen in there again. I don't know why we have that much extra oxygen. What's our pre look like? Our pre looks good. Yeah, so I don't know why we have that weirdness going on in the tank. Like, we've got way extra oxygen. But that's fine. There we go. Just what we needed. Weird alloy. Fantastic. Let's get a packaging machine, and then we can make some French fries. So yellow means that... Oh, what did we set that up for? Let's take a look. Edit. Let's take a look. Yeah, we'll overwrite that. Yellow is set to do... Why does it go yellow? Why does it go yellow? Oh, I want to say yellow, it's just working. Yeah, yellow means it's working. Great. So this light tells us what's going on way down there. So, that's good. Yeah, our furnace is nicely automated now. Not fully, but it's getting there. So this is a packaging machine, and this packaging machine will let us make like French fries and some other goodies so that we don't have to worry about things going bad, and it makes the food even better. Like, it gives us bonuses for food. So we will build that. 2 iron sheets. There we go. Does it need a welder? It does need a welder. There we go. Fantastic. And then the screwdriver. Perfect. There we go, flip that on. So you can see we have some canned food here. And we're gonna start with canned French fries. So we need steel, oil, and potato. Something I didn't know at first is that steel just means you need cans, which come from the autolathe. Nowhere does it tell you that. You have to figure that out. All right, so that can go back off. And we'll turn this on because I do want to know what chocolate bars require sugar. Okay, so it's cocoa and sugar. We have the cocoa, and we can buy some sugar cane plants from this guy. And we'll get some sugar going as well. And then the other thing we want to get doing today is get a deep miner. So we'll go and check what we need to do for that. Deep miners do like some auto mining for us so that we have to do less of it ourselves. So Invar, Electrum, and Steel. Okay, so there's the Invar. Really gotta like step up our game on our resources so that we don't have to do this weirdness that I'm about to do. There go all our resources rolling away. I feel like it could be a song. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. There's the Electrum, and I think it needed steel. Did we have steel in here already? No, we did not. That's fine. Did we just pick steel up? No, we did not, but there's some. How is there only 15? Did we go through that much steel today? This morning I made like 400 steel. Oh my gosh, I think we may have actually gone through it all. Oh good, there's 192 one. How do you keep track? How do I keep track of like where the resources are, of what I need? Or are you talking about like keeping track of ads? Sorry, there's just like 8 things that just happened. Need some tea. Yummy. Just all of this stuff on the screen. Um, practice in other games, I suppose. Just like having done it multiple times, getting used to where different things are. Because, like, we didn't start like this, right? We literally started with this tool belt right here. And we started with this full of items, and that was it. There was nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. So when we started, there was more or less nothing. We built all of it. It wasn't just like overnight, like suddenly, oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, if you check out the Brutal Start VOD on YouTube, it'll show you what we actually started with. And it's pretty interesting, like, to see how, like, it's grown since then. I'll eventually do, like, a clip where we just do a montage of the different evolution of the base. So, like, right now, for example, what we're doing is we're processing the output from the furnace into different tanks, and some of that output is gonna be sold to the trader so that we can buy some oh so lovely seeds. So let's think. So we need a regent processor, which is this. Great. That will allow us to start doing some fun things like change soybeans into oil and that kind of thing. And like make flour from wheat, etc. What are we looking for? Composter we're gonna need. Not yet though. Let's see. Kit battery. Oopsies. Oopsies. We only want one. Kit battery large. We should be able to make that. So that'll just give us a bigger battery for our station here. Just waiting for this auto lathe. Once it's done, yay, there's the deep miner. So we are going to grab the electrum from here. It's gonna spit out everything though first. And it'll cut it down because we had it had that cutter set up for 50. If you're just joining us, we just finished building our deep miner, and we also built a advanced oh my goodness, I was just looking at it. We just built an advanced packaging machine. There we go. Words. Solder can go there for now. That, I think we actually need that, so that can go back there. That can go there. And we'll grab that. Put it there. And honestly, the other thing, how do I keep track of everything? I don't. I lose stuff all of the time. Or like, look, I have 2 different pipe stacks there. Why? Why did I have 2 different pipe stacks? Why do I have a data disk? Why do I have garbage with me? Why do I have pressure stuff with me when I'm not even working on pipes? So yeah, like there's a lot of stuff going on, and you, like I personally can't keep track of all of it. It's why my inventory always looks like a bomb went off. Is because, well, I literally can't keep track of it all. It's like this little liquid pipe I've been meaning to bring inside with me for I don't know how long at this point. But it'll come inside with us this time. Okay, so let's see. Kit battery large. So we need copper and silicone. Cool. There's the silicone, that's nickel, but I know we have copper kicking around. Oh, maybe we're out. That's fine. we'll just use our handy dandy lovely furnace here. See, I don't know where the copper is. There it is. I knew was in one of the backpacks, I just didn't know which. And our furnace is at 800 degrees currently. Plenty to smelt copper at. There we go. Oh, we still need steel for it. That's fine. There we go. Some steel. And we will go ahead and get a large battery kit. And that'll just give us a bit better of a buffer for power here. Which means we're going to have to take down some of this, rebuild some of it, maybe finally move our, whatchamacallit right here? Solid generator. And we need to make water before we forget. It's a very squirrel game. Saying this to somebody else the other day, that I definitely squirrel this game a lot. Oh man, we left all our water tanks inside. Are there any out here? There are not. Okay, that's fine. Oh, storm. How close are we? 35%? So we just had a storm hit here, right? For those of you who don't know Stationeers so well, and I know there's at least one or two of you in there today that don't. So when this spits out the battery large, if I don't grab it right away, then it will disappear in the storm. So we're not going to leave too far. We're going to come over here. There's no iron in there right now, and what we need to build needs iron. And we need... Okay, we're going to try and be quick. Try and be quick about this. So... that looks like it's lead. And we don't have an iron ingot sitting there. 65%. That's iron. Fantastic. We just need something that we can put the water that we're currently making into to take inside with us when we go. So it's going to be a tank. Actually, you know what? We should just build a new insulated tank for water that's more permanent. And for that, we need steel, silicone, and something else. Or it might just be steel and silicone. Steel, copper, and silicone. But we may not actually have enough silicone to do it, which is okay. But frustrating. Not even frustrating, it's just a thing. There we go. Caught it. Whew. Very high value item right there. My goodness. So let's see. Same size basically. And we're going to put it right here. So we'll take that, deconstruct that. We really haven't used our solid generator in a very long time, so it's probably okay to leave it closed. There we go. Reopen things. I lost our battery. There it is. And I would like to get it built right now because steel sheets. Because you can see the wind turbines, even though they're small ones, are just turning like crazy. And we'll come over here. Okay, steel sheets must be somewhere else. That light's green. Good. We'll come over here. Steel sheets. Not enough. We need one more steel sheet, I think. And there's no steel in here. Oh, there is. Great. Sheets. Okay. The nice thing about one of these stackers at the end, though, is that things don't just... Oh my god! Oh. Almost lost our iron. It won't just kick things out of it after it builds something. If there's something already there, it does kick that thing away, though. There we go. Come back over, grab our welder. Wait a hot moment for that to build. Great. Oh, so we need some electric parts as well. Okay. That's fine. Come over here. Really should enclose all of this. I was thinking about that earlier today. Still haven't done it. So to do that, we need electronic parts, right? That's what I said. That's what we need, and it was like 2, I think. No, this is not ideal. One. Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on. Oh, do we not have enough to make more than one? Is that what just happened? It is. It's exactly what happened. Well, that's one way for it to stop printing on its own. There we go. I think it was only 2. So we'll try it with 2. And see. This goes over here. Oh my gosh. Where is our screwdriver? I don't see it. I'm not blind, right? Does anyone see my screwdriver? Did I lose our screwdriver? Yeah, I think our... Oh, there it is. Ha! Fantastic. If you're just joining us, we are upgrading our power today. Or at least our power collection, anyway. Or storage. Storage is the right word. My goodness. There we go. Because we do have a deep miner that we're going to be building shortly. So we will definitely need that to be charged. Great. So let's go ahead, turn that off. And we don't have silicone, and we need that. There we go. Because we're going to make a insulated tank for our water finally. And finally have our water going into our work area, or into our greenhouse, without us having to, you know, switch out bottles all the time. For how highly automated things are right now, that would be a good choice. There we go. Just heat our furnace back up. If you're joining us and you didn't get a chance to see it this morning, or maybe it's been a couple days, there is a whole automated gas mixing down there now, run by that chip. This chip runs some heaters and pre-pressure before it gets into the furnace. And we definitely need to up our pressure before the furnace a bit. Just upping it will help with how much is going into the furnace at a time, and just really like make sure we have better ignition going on. So we're gonna come over here. We have everything getting mad at us at the moment, and that's okay. We'll go ahead, turn that off. We're processing more carbon dioxide at the moment for our trader because we have lots of it. A lot of it. We have 2,500 moles of it. Come on, we need that silicone. And you know what? While we're waiting for that, we could do a little bit of cleanup work right here. That can go into there. And we're gonna need some more pipes. So we'll go ahead, and while we're waiting for the silicone, we'll make some more insulated pipe actually, if we have what we need for it. We do not, because we need the silicone, of course. That's fine. We'll just make regular pipe, and we'll just make sure it's warmed up inside, because we do already have that heater there. Great. And even the tank, I think the tank too will actually heat the water in our water tank inside. And then that way, no, yes, that's what we'll do. We'll heat the tank inside. That way, it will be good because it's insulated, so it won't affect. Come on, we need that silicone. There we go. And this one can get shut off. Great, so we just shut down our furnace, but our gas mixing is still happening. This green light means gas mixing is happening. See? Over here, gas mixing. Fantastic. All right. So happy that storm is over. Insulated. So we need an insulated liquid tank. Great. We will go ahead, build that, and then we'll get some pipes. We'll get that valve, which we need to be a one-way valve. And let's think about inside. There should be space right here. Do we have extra oxygen with us? We do not. No, it's waste. It's waste that's getting mad at us. We have an extra tank for that. Great. So we'll take that pipe, go like that. Get rid of this one. There we go. That valve, I do not like that. Those should be accessible from the same place. And that is a one-way? Now it's a one-way. Great. There we go. One-way valve. Set that up. Set up the straight pipe. And there is our insulated tank. Now we just need some regular pipes. Great. And the one other thing we're going to want to do is grab a insulated utility, liquid utility. The reason we're going to want that is because we're going to heat the water inside to a specific temperature, but we don't want it to leak into the surrounding air. And so we'll grab that. And if we don't use insulated pipe, we're going to need a liquid valve. A liquid digital valve. And that'll need INVAR, which is fine. Should have some right here, right? Nope. Did we put it? Where's our INVAR? Did I lose it during the storm? Or did we use all of it? Like, it's possible we just used all of it. But didn't we just make it? Okay. I guess either we used all of it really fast, or we lost it during the storm somehow. Okay, we're almost out of food, and we need water, so we gotta deal with that issue first. 1, 2, 3. That's good for our can, so we'll grab that. Put those in there. Ah, that was the wrong place. Please don't give those out to me in crap. Oh good, you just gave it to me in steel. I can handle that. Okay. Click that back on. Come on, INVAR, INVAR, INVAR. Oh my gosh. I guess we made it and then lost it immediately. That's supremely disappointing in many ways. Oh my goodness. That's disappointing. Huh. Why did we do that? Okay. There's a different way we can do it. We can use the volume pump. That's fine. We have one of those kicking around, so we'll do that. We have some pipe. Do we need anything else? Okay, let's just think about it before we go inside. I don't believe we do need anything else. No, we should get some more pipe. We don't really have enough pipe. So we'll grab some pipe. Yes, we're losing our health quite quickly, but that's all right. Oh. Though we should deal with our waste. There we go. Yes, yes, health is critical. I hear ya. There we go. That's probably enough. Okay, that is on. We're gonna turn this on. We're gonna turn this way down to like 1 liter, and we're gonna turn it on. Now we should have water coming into our habitat. Empty out the Martian air, open the door, take our helmet off, turn our suit off. Great. Do we have any water left? Yes, we do. Fantastic. Let's have a sip. Let's have 1 singular more potato so that we don't die while we're doing this. Go ahead, turn that on. And we're going to put our insulated... Did I make the right kind of tank? I did. Wonderful. Oh, I had a nice little panic attack there, thinking, oh my goodness, did I forget what kind of tank we needed? And I made a... For a second there, I thought I had made a gas one, because you do need different tanks for gas and for liquids. And for those who may not know, this is Amy, or Deviant Fish. Deviant Fish was the first subscriber and first gift sub person. At the same time, they did both on my first affiliate stream, and that was absolutely amazing. So we named our first little robot Deviant Fish. And it looks like the chocolate is ready to be collected, but we're gonna let it go to seed first. Yes, and we painted it pink because Deviant's favorite color is pink, and you know what? By chance, who else's is? Mine, of course. There we go. So we've got that part done. And what we'll do is we will grab our wrench, grab this. Oh my goodness, there we go. And we're gonna go ahead and we need to move Amy a little bit. Hopefully we won't have like a crazy issue like before. Just save it. There's a known bug that sometimes if you walk over certain things while carrying Amy, it will kill you instantly. Very exciting. Okay, so we need a liquid volume pump. Come on. Give me a good direction. You're not going to, so we will put you here. Great. Why do we have that? Oh yeah, because we printed too many of them earlier. Kind of forgot about that. There we go. Insulated little spot. And then we're going to grab one of you. And actually, we should do this differently. So we'll grab this again. We'll pick up this. The reason we need to do this right is so that we don't heat up this entire room when we heat up the water. So let's check and see how much water we actually have in this system and then go from there. That is definitely the right place to start. So we have less than a liter, 0.98 a liter in that system. So we'll go ahead, we'll go like that. And we're gonna have issues with water very shortly with these things. And you know what? We might actually just rebuild all of this. So, where is our wrench? There we go. And then that can go there. We'll take this pipe. We'll take another one of those. We'll take that pipe and that pipe. That can all go there. And then, is it a pipe to take this off? No, it's a hand drill. Totally fair. So we'll take that off, go like that. Grab our wrench again, go like that. There we go. And perfect. We're gonna set this up so that it can do 4. And then I guess we do want 2 of these liquid volume pumps because we're gonna want to stop, basically store the hot water in the center is what we want to do. So we'll go like that, and then we will put a second one there. Happy little accident that we had 2 of them. Then we'll go like that, and like that. Great. So Amy's in the way again, or deviate fish rather. So we will pick up deviate fish, hope we don't die again. And deviate fish can just go right there for now. There we go. Then we'll come over here and set our wire up. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Great. Now we need to set our water bottle station up. And actually, we're just going to bring this down to like 0.6, because it doesn't need to be going through quickly by any means. And we need to keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't burst. That's very cold. We're going to turn it off. I take it back. We're turning it off. Turning it off. Yeah, see, you just saw stuff wilt. Oh my gosh. What just happened? Oh, I see what happened. Whoops. Whoops. Whoopses. I just didn't make sure we had food and water, even though we have plenty. Not the first time I've done that. Probably won't be the last time that I just not paying quite enough attention. Great. So what is actually killing me? Water and food. Lack of food and lack of water. So, oh yeah, that's right. Because I never actually ate the food that we cooked. Oh, goodness. So silly. Surrounded by food, surrounded by water, and what happens? We starve and die of thirst because we made a mistake. My goodness. Okay, so hand drill, so we need that. Tool belt, set that back up. There we go. We'll go like that, grab that. Redo what we just did. There we go. 3 and 4 and space and... Okay, so that will be a pump. This is going to be the utility, which means we need to go like that for the pump, the heater. I would really rather not do a curve to this. So I guess what we'll do is do it like this. Do several more. Oh my gosh, do we not have more pipe? I thought we had a ton of pipe. We do. Great. Okay. So that works, and then that one would be our last one for now. And then that goes like that. That goes like that. And realistically, as I'm looking at this, because all of this is going to be this eventually, and sooner than we think. So that actually means this needs to be a different kind of connection so that we can do all we need to do before we get there. So that death was, we'll call it a blessing in disguise, because now we have to take down and rebuild less. So we need a volume pump. This one will go, oh my goodness, like that. This can go there, out of the way. And then maybe we should do it the other way. For now, this is going to go there. So much moving of things. So much take down, rebuild, take down, rebuild. There we go. That can go there. And then make sure we're not dying. And then for now, at least, this will work for us to go. Oh my goodness, see what I mean? So much take down, redo. Take down, redo. Take down, redo. Because we need our volume pump first to go that way. Great. Let's just make sure we can put a wire there. We can't. That's fine. We will take it down and do it again. There we go. That's fine, it can be upside down. Great. Actually doing it properly. Only took like 3 tries, but you know, is what it is. Haven't done it 100 times, so I do not know everything perfectly for it. So that goes like that. And we'll do a curve. And no, we won't. This will go like that. And we will finish with that by going like that. Ha! There we go. Kind of. Just gotta get rid of this. That was a painful little setup. Okay, so this can get set to like 1 liter. It does not need to be high. And this can get set to 1 liter. Fantastic. And then we'll grab that. And this is going to go straight up. There we go. This one is going to go like that, like that, like that. Wiring is fun. Come on. There we go. So many mistakes when I first started. I didn't understand that, like, how these different parts were not just for like these consumable bits and pieces like wiring and piping, but a whole lot of machines in this are exactly the same way. Like, you scroll through different variations using the same buttons to get what you actually need. So we will automate this in a moment here, but first we're going to take out, not our laptop, wrong button, our handheld tablet, and we need to check what this temperature is. It's 12 degrees. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead, flick that on, and we're aiming for about 30. And we have a capacity of 120 liters in this buffer. And we'll probably hit about that. No, looks like we emptied it. Oh, not quite. That's okay. That's weird. It's not changing at all. Now it is? Very strange. Okay. I think it's just our volume is too low for the movement, but that's okay. 18 liters is plenty. It's basically all the water we've used so far is about 18 to 25 liters. And you can see that heater is slowly bringing it up to the right temperature. And as long as we're still thriving, that's the only part that's important about these not running out of water at the moment. So what we'll do while we're waiting for that is we need the region processor. And we'll move our pumpkin seeds. We're going to place it right there. And how do you make things work on a table? Well, of course you use a wrench. There we go. So we'll open the region oh no, close that. We're going to take all of our soybeans right now, put them in, turn the region processor on, and there's our soy oil. 10 mil of soy oil. And how much do we have left in there? 7. You know what? Let's just try it again. Oh, good. Good. So each one equals 1. It just doesn't run after 10. You can only make a max size of 10 for soy oil. Check what our temp is. 15. That is going to take a hot minute to get there. Hands down, it's going to take a hot minute to get to 30 degrees. So we have plenty of oil. We have plenty of potato. And in the meantime, we will open this up and we will go ahead and edit. Great. Time to write some code. This was for the tank filling. We don't need it right now. Filler shut off. What will be really easy to use is our wall cooler. So we'll overwrite it. And this is going to be we do not have an analyzer on that pipe. So that won't work. Okay, it's fine. We'll call it, so this will be the heater. It's not going to be a gas sensor. It's going to be a Anna. We do need current temp. We do need max temp. We do need, no, we need a minimum temp this time. Min temp. Min temp. And I do not know what 30 degrees in Kelvin is. It's 303.15, 303.15. There we go. And we're gonna grab our Anna temp, and we're going to get rid of this max temp. And it's gonna be if current temp is lower than, so if min temp is more than current temp. That is how this line works. Min temp, and that'll turn the heater on. Great. So we'll go ahead, we'll confirm that, we'll close that, put it there, and then we need to think about putting an analyzer on this pipe. And an analyzer needs a straight section. So what we'll do in that case is we will take this volume pump and we're going to move it by 1. And this pipe goes there. And let's just check what our temperature is. We're still only 17 degrees. So that goes there. This needs to get taken down. That needs to go like that. that goes like that. And this goes there. That goes there. Perfect. And then we're going to go like that. And we're going to go like that. And we're gonna need another straight pipe over here actually as well. So we are out of pipe. That's fine. We're going to totally steal a couple because we don't need this much pipe like this right now. So we can go like this and like this and like this. 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna take this one as well for the time being. There we go. And we're gonna go ahead, put that there for the water bottle filler. And we're also going to go like this. And we're gonna put another analyzer right there. And what that analyzer will do is it will analyze how much water is along here, and it'll turn these pumps on to move water into the system, but only if that temperature is at the right level. So we're gonna have to do some more programming in a moment, and that is totally fine. There we go. Just resetting up our water bottle filler so that we, you know, don't die of thirst like we did earlier. Silly, silly. There we go. So that can go there. The water bottles can go back in there. And you know what? We're probably gonna move our shower here as well. So we will take that pipe and put it there. We're gonna take our shower. Hand drill. We're doing fine for food and water. Hand drill. There we go. And it doesn't fit there, which is expected because of the particular orientation of a couple of things. And it looks like, that is a big waste of wire. So we will cut that wire up, do a much better usage of it. There we go. Connect it like that. Connect it like that. Great. We'll go like that. And we will now try our shower again. There it is. Man. Ha, perfect. There we go. So the shower's gonna go there. This goes like that. This is gonna go like that. That will go there once we have the wrench. There we go. And our analyzer will end up here or over there instead. So then we can go like this, go like that, and the analyzer can sit right there. And then that goes there, that goes there. Bam, we have a shower again. Fantastic. Let's check what our temperature is. 24. We are getting there at an absolute snail's pace, but that's okay. Once it's filled once and that temperature's up once, it stays up much more easily, of course. So we'll take one of the, well, yeah, we'll take one of these soys. We'll take all of the potatoes for now that are ready. So we will grab these potato seeds again. Grab these potatoes. replant them. Fantastic. And these two can stay with us. Thriving, thriving, thriving. Fantastic. Thriving towards seeding. Great. So now that is set up properly. And we'll need 2 analyzers. So what we'll do is go into our wherever it is, laptop. There we go. Take a look. Okay. This is hashtag water control, hydro, for hydroponics. And D0 is our heater. D1 is heat Anna. So we're going to call this heat Anna. And then D2 is post Anna. And we're going to need to grab an alias for post Anna. So alias post Anna, and that'll be D2. There we go. D3 is going to be pre-pump. D4 will be post-pump. Great. And then we'll alias it again. Aliased pre-pump. D3. Alias post-pump. D4. Great. And then we need to say alias min liter, and that'll be R3. And we actually are going to need a D5. And what D5 will be is a pre-heat Anna. And the reason why we need that one is to make sure that we're not pumping all the time when there's no water to pump. D5, great. Alias min amount. Amount heat. Amount preheat is our 4. Alias min amount post heat R5. So the R's are registers, D's are the pins. Movement temp is our minimum temperature for the heater to turn on. This should be paused. We should not be doing this while it's playing. Okay, so min amount heat. I'm just gonna go like this. Heated water amount min emum, and that's gonna equal 100 liters. Great. If you're just joining us, we're just setting up our hydroponics automation for water. Okay, min amount pre. If you have any questions about any of this, of course, please feel free to ask. I am happy to explain it. Move min amount, or if you have a problem that you're trying to figure out, please feel free to ask. I'll do what I can to help. Heat. So what we need to do is, I don't actually know how much this can hold. So this can hold 1,280 liters. Oh my gosh, we don't need that much in there. We probably need 10 at a time, at most. Not even. We could probably get away with 5 right now at a time. Okay, so we're gonna set that up as 5. Edit, post, 5. There we go. I do love this music. It's very fun. Okay. So this will be heat, Anna, temperature. Heat, Anna. Yeah, so this is saying that if the current temperature of heat Anna is no current temp heat Anna temperature, we are setting the current temperature to whatever heat Anna says it is. Great. And then R3, the minimum amount of heat, oh, we made a mistake somewhere. This is why I stop using registers and start using variables properly. Because we were writing to R4 and R5, that's why. Okay, so we'll go back to R3 there. This will be 6, and this one can be 7 then. There's no problem with that. Just pumping it up like that. Okay, great. So it's on if this, and then it turns off if this. So, no, it turns on if this, it turns off for that. So if min temp is greater than current temperature, okay, I'm gonna think about this for a second. It's paused at the moment. Oh, hello, Daringio? Dar? I'm gonna call you Dar. Hello, Dar. Yes, we are. We are having fun. I actually really enjoy programming. This is probably the 4th or 5th little bit we have started to work on today. We did our furnace, kind of. We did our premix for the furnace today. And yeah, so now we're back to our hydroponics. We're just setting up temperatures for it. And we're also setting up the amount in different places. Have you played a good bit of Stationeers? Have you played it at all? What's your experience with Stationeers so far? Okay, so that can be fine and left alone like that. Min temp. Yeah, that works. That works. It's been ages since I did any programming for this game. Totally fair. Playing it right now, very nice. Where are you playing? We are on Mars, by the way, on Brutal Start on Stationeers difficulty. And if you do enjoy it, please, of course, I'm a brand new streamer. I do always appreciate new followers. And you don't always have to chat, of course. But yeah, where did you start today? 6, so this will be R8. Procrastinating on a mining rocket, fuel for my second rocket. Very cool. Very cool indeed. So this is going to be min. No, yeah, yeah. Min amount. Let's say post heat. Min amount post heat is my gosh, we need so many things. Okay. Okay, is gonna be, I'm on Mars. I love Brutal Start, but I decline Stationeers difficulty. I don't like being sidetracked with food every 5 minutes. That's fair. That's honestly, it's totally fair. We are about to make French fries, so that'll help a lot having those fries. It just, I find the better the food, it seems to be that your food meter goes down slower, but I'm not 100% on that. I could be very wrong. It just seems that way. We are going to say if min amount post heat is, no, we need to flip it. We need to say if it current amount post heat, and we need to go ahead and do an alias for it. Current amount post heat. First rocket was supposed to deliver 7,000 liters of hydrazine for my future rocket expansion, but someone loaded up with about 200 meters a second less fuel than I required to get back safely. Oh no, that's terrible. My goodness. Ouch. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Okay, Dart, just give me like 2 minutes. I just gotta feed my pupperdo. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna throw on the break screen here, and I will be right back. And I'm gonna run an ad so that people don't have to deal with the pre-roll. Please feel free to go away and come back in a minute, so you don't have to watch the ad. Or, you know, if you're cool just watching the ad, that works too. But I will be right back. Hello everybody, I am back. Thank you for bearing with me there. Just had to put down the pupper's food and my partner's going to finish off the rest of it. And I made some homemade jerky today. It's absolutely delicious. Yummy. Alright, so what were we talking about? We were talking about losing a rocket, which hurts a lot because, oh my good gosh, like 7,000 liters of hydrazine just gone. Ouch. And what we were doing was setting up a hydroponic for temperature and volume control. So, wait, hang on. Your partner is going to finish the pupper's food. No, she's going to finish giving it to her, and then she'll take her out for a pee and a poop and, you know, all those good things. Yep. Yep. Very good, Dar. Very good. Oh, goodness. Yummy tea. Yeah, it is tea now. Good. Oh, so good. Okay, so current. No, we don't need to do it this way. What we need to do is current doesn't need to be declared. Yes, that gave me a very good giggle. Very, very good giggle. Giggle. Oh my gosh. Giggle. Okay, so this is checking minimum amount post heat. So that means it's post Anna. So if we say post my goodness, something stuck in my throat. Sorry, everybody. Much better. So if we say post Anna is greater than the minimum amount, it's off. Yes. Yes. Okay. And then if we do something very similar, and we just go like this, R9, and we say if this has got to be backwards, right? Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go create new. We're going to say this is hydro water volume. Confirm it. There we go. Great. Now it's saved. And if I just grab my wall cooler here real quick, overwrite. This works. Oh, because it's SLT, SGT. Oh my gosh, I keep doing that. Okay. Great. So we just write it the exact same way. And we just go post Anna. Unless my logic is totally wrong. If my logic is like right out to lunch and somebody knows it, please do let me know. I am always open to feedback and letting me know if I'm making an absolutely terrible mistake. Okay. And now we basically just need to do the same thing like 4 times. R10. Currently I'm just doing methane and oxygen. We're doing a zero waste, so we had to get our capture, like our post capture up and running, and it's just slowed down a couple of things. Like we haven't even got our first deep miner set up yet. We'll do a full tour after we finish writing out this code, but that would be very cool. Very cool. You had some success breaking laws of thermodynamics with an electrolyzer and Stirling engine for infinite. I love it. Absolutely love it. So is this a new run for you with the gases, or have you played some Stationeers with the new gases already? Because I know like there's a whole bunch of like scientific laws that don't line up. Same with combustion, so you just might want to take that into account. Pre-Anna. First time using the new gases? Yeah. So you're gonna want to try a couple things, like a couple smaller tests before you like commit to anything. I've seen lots of people blow themselves up by accident, trying things that should have worked and then didn't because science didn't quite follow through properly. And one thing I was particularly interested in was the electrolyzer, since it actually is a lossless system right now. I have not tried it yet, so you would know more than I do at the moment for sure on that one. All right, I am trying to remember where we are. Okay, so post, minimum amount, post heat. And then that'll turn it on if we go like this. So we go S, post pump, and that would be R8. On R8. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't help you more with that. It's just not a system that I'm super well informed about yet. In the past, the electrolyzer turned water into oxygen and volatiles, still a 2-to-1 ratio, but of course volatiles doesn't burn into water. So I don't know what it is exactly. I'd have to like really do some testing to figure it out. But I get water out of my furnace currently, and all I'm putting in there is methane and oxygen, and it is an absolute pitiful amount of it. But I don't know. It could still just be leftover hydrogen from like earlier in the run, but I'm not confident enough to say what it is exactly. Okay, so post pump on R8. Yeah, but it's being filtered before. Like maybe the trace amount is still there from when I was using ice, but I haven't used ice in quite a while now, I don't think. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, but I am... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead, confirm that. We'll close this. We can take care of this in a moment. Let's throw our suit on. Let's throw our suit on. Sorry, I got a weird like notification in chat. And it held a message from somebody. Sorry, just give me like 10 seconds. I'm a very new streamer, so I'm still like trying to understand. Yeah, that looks like a bot. So we're gonna go ahead and deny it so that nobody else has to deal with that. Okay, great. So let's double check what this temperature is. 18 liters at 32. That's a little hotter than I wanted. Come on. Oh my god. I had never intended to turn this off manually. There we go. 32 shouldn't burn anything. 33 degrees for water shouldn't burn anything. Great. So we will... Why am I dying? I assume I don't have something on. Yeah, I don't have my filter on. Honestly, methane should also combust into some water. You're right, it absolutely should. And there are some mods out there now that do exactly that. That is exactly what it does. So we need some water, so we'll go ahead and turn that on. Everything is still thriving. Great. Okay, turn that back off, grab some water. Sorry, we will go and take a look at the full setup that I've got going on outside, and then we'll go from there. We're gonna flick that back off, grab that, set it back up, because we do not need to come back inside to turn all of this back on. Fantastic. Helmet, filter, air, and AC. Airlock. I really do need to set up like the airlock on auto, and I think I say that every single time I go in and out of it. Turn that off, turn that off. Great. So, waste gas is over there. Comes in from this way, controlled by this chip here, does all of our gas mixing. This chip does our preheat and pressure, pre-pressure. Yellow means it's working. It should be working, is what that means. This can be off because we shouldn't have any more oxygen. Our auto filler for oxygen. Let's check our methane. We are out of methane. Cool. Totally fine. How much do we have in there? We have a lot. Wonderful. But yeah, so like there could be... No, it's because we've been really good about making sure our liquid's on. Whenever we open our dump, we do get liquid coming out still. I don't know, to be honest. But that's the setup. Here's our filter, our manifolds, and the rest of the manifold. Go ahead, close that. We'll check. This one's got CO2. Great. So what we're going to do is use our jump pack for a half second. Great. Turn that on. We're just going to sell some CO2 to this guy. And our power is getting low. But yeah, that's our little setup there, Dar. And we will go and look at our solar panels here as well, which are all heavies currently. Our radar dish, our heavy solar panels. Very lovely. Does the trick. And yeah, tells us our wattage from the solar panels. This is not quite the way I wanted it to be. Thank you. And of course this battery is totally dead because we do not quite have this set up quite correctly. And that's fine. What we'll do is I will set it up in a proper series in the future. I just don't want to take the time to redo it right now. So we're just going to be lazy about it and go like this. Fantastic. Great. That works. Thank you for the compliment. I really do appreciate it. Let's turn this on, make some canned French fries. And then we will throw our oil in. We will throw our potato in. Oh, that's right. Potatoes have to be cooked before they go in. That's fine. This can cook them for us. That's the other thing it doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you it needs to be a baked potato. It doesn't tell you that it needs to be canned, not just steel, and it doesn't tell you it needs to be baked potato, not just potato. Why? Why? Oh, whoops. Did something to my chair. There we go. Very frustrating. Yep, fermenter exists now as well. I have seen so many people blow themselves up by accident with it. I have yet to do it because I haven't used it yet, because I saw so many people blow themselves up. So I just want to make sure that I am nice and steady before we do that. I blow myself up in other ways all the time. Don't need to add another one yet. Come on. There we go. And that's probably good. We probably have enough. Yeah, 7 to 7. Fantastic. French fries. French fries. Somewhat tempted to try and make all my rocket fuel from alcohol and nitrous instead. Oh my gosh. I feel like that has the very real potential to go kaboom. But that would be very cool to see, to be honest. Very cool. There we go. I've heard that alk N2O is extremely potent, as have I. I've also heard hydrazine's been, well, of course, as you know, you lost a whole bunch of it, is also highly, highly valued as rocket fuel. I haven't really done too much with them yet, so when we get there, I will let you know my opinion on it. What we should do is, there's 2 things we should do. 1, we should take this one, and 2, we should take this one. So we're going to grab this because it's not being used anymore, and we'll repurpose it. Yeah, you're keen on the hydrazine for now. Totally fair. So that can go there. And 7E minus 0. We're having a very real error on the amount of power on that one. That's fine. Green. So we're stalled and there's no real issue right now. Fantastic. Okay, so come over here, go like that, and we need to think. I need to think about how that works. I have heard there's supposed to be something to do with ozone happening, but again, it's not something I'm quite into yet because I'm not close enough to it yet, is the best way I'll put it. And we're gonna grab a transformer. I just need to cut some circuits. Wish there were more options for manufacturing the exotic gases on the ground. Totally fair. And pushing hydrogen and nitrous through the neutralizer could result in hydrazine. Yes. Yes. That is my understanding of how someone blew themselves up once that I was watching. Is actually they were trying to use the electrolyzer with hydrogen and nitro. I think it was nitro. Not nitro. Yeah, nitro. And there it is. Transformer. Flip that off. Great. Let's go do some programming. Open that. That can go there, that can go there. And we will have a can. Is trading or rocketry? Good to know. Good to know. I did not know that. And there we go. But honestly, I'm also haven't gotten to that point yet, so it's okay. And that doesn't really feel great for self. Yeah, I totally agree with you. That is not something that's nice for self-sufficiency in a game like this where like basically everything is. I'm also like not 100% sure how I feel about the fact that like this, you know? Oh good, cocoa doesn't destroy when you take it down. Great. 9 hours for it. Okay. We'll have to look into processing it. Can we... Sorry, just one second. I just want to try processing the chocolate. Yeah! Oh, so cool. Cocoa powder. Yes. Sorry. Hey there, Corp. Nice to see that you're back. We just made cocoa powder. Yeah, like even the seeds and stuff, it would be really cool, I think, in my opinion, that if you could do the... If they gave you some of the like really basic vegetables and fruit and like trees and stuff, and you had to genetically engineer them into like what we recognize as like cocoa and like soybeans, or like make different variations of potato, like regular potatoes, sweet potatoes, you know, all those kind of things, maybe broccoli even as well. That would be kind of cool too. Tried making myself coffee and then Mama pulled me into a conversation. Totally fair. Moms do that. Okay, so we need to cut this circuit down here from that one up there. That's easy. Okay. Take our transformer and it will fit. Where do we want to put it? Oh, I didn't bring a pipe analyzer. Yeah, pipe analyzer. We will put it right here for now. That works. This will work well for the time being. So this goes like that, that, and then that. There we go. May not always be the prettiest, but I do strive, if it's not pretty, for it to at least be functional. There we go. That means that these are all on a separate circuit. And now we can go ahead and grab our housing. Switch it over to a compact. And we'll go like that. Like that. And then we need to name some things, and then that will also make it a lot easier to see exactly what's going on where. Okay, so this is preheat pump. pipe here can stay as heater. This can be post-heat pump, and we don't have our analyzers. Okay, of course, without the analyzers, none of this will work. So we will have to go make some, but we don't need to do it yet. We need to finish programming. So we'll edit this. Post pump on R8. No, this does not work. We need to change how this works. We need separate functions. Having one massive function is doable, but it doesn't work. Okay, can we say... Okay. So what if we go... Yeah, you need an R number first for those. So let's take a look at this because I can't remember exactly. Okay, so we'll take a look. So if we have BGE minimum pressure R4, then it stops. So the BGE is a branch that will allow us to go to other places if there's a problem. So then what we'll do is we'll program it so that it's always on, and under certain conditions it turns off. Is that correct? Yeah, okay. So what we'll do is turn off if over. So we go BGE, and we're gonna take sorry, everybody. I'm just thinking. So if we go BGE and we say that current temp is less than min temp. There we go. Then we want to... No, this is turning it off. My goodness. Okay, so to turn it off, current temp needs to be greater than min temp. And that is heater off. We're just going to go down here and we're going to go heater off. Go like that. I hope you're enjoying seeing the struggle Dar with the programming, because it's been a hot, like I'm still learning this language. Like I do game dev and 3D art, but learning an assembly language is totally new to me. So heater off, that means then that heater, we go heat, nope, we go S, heater on 0. And this is S1. I have, yes, IC10 is a bit obtuse. Just a little. And Corp has no clue what we're looking at. Yeah, that's totally fair. If you're not used to programming, hands down, totally fair. Basically, we have a whole bunch of things connected to our chip, and then we need our different variables, and then we do different things with them to make things turn on, turn off based on those variables. So we're turning heater on if it's below a certain temperature, and then it turns off when it gets above it. So that goes heater off. Yeah, exactly. And then we go BGE. Pre-pump. We're going to do the pre-pump. No, we don't want that. We want minimum amount of heat. So min amount is the minimum amount of heated water we want to have holding. if that is greater than current amount, or it's going to be pipe analyzer. Yeah, it's going to be current amount. I am so much happier just doing it like this at the moment. Alias current amount heat. And we're going to just say it's R8. Going to remove that and that. So just giving parameters and stuff. Exactly. You used to be fairly good at it, Adar. Totally fair. Like, it's one of those, it's like any programming language. If you're not using it, you start to lose parts of it, right? Yeah, positive, negative feedback loops in biology, similar to programming, definitely. Okay, and then we're gonna go pre-pump off. And I like doing them like this. There we go. So this will be pre-pump off. S pre-pump on 0. My crowning achievement is probably writing rocket semi-automation scripts, including an optimized auto landing script. That is incredibly cool. I am psyching myself up to get ready to do a epic fleet of Amy's. I really want to try and see how many I can get going before I start making the code, like the game itself, crash. Had to dig into my high school kinematics equations out of wherever they were hiding in my brain. Oh yeah, to figure out all your like landing scripts and whatnot and all the rest for the yeah, for all the rocket scripts. There we go. Okay, so that turns the pump off. And otherwise the pump needs to be on. Yeah, so we're gonna go like this. S pre-pump on is 1. S post-pump on is 1. And we're gonna go ahead and do it like this. We're gonna move where the heater is. Heater on is 1. Great. So we'll get rid of that. That said, despite the improved efficiency, it still couldn't land, failed my first rocket. Fair enough. It takes a lot to like be able to get it to a point where everything's working properly, and like I know it's gonna take me forever to figure out the Amy stuff properly. Oh, posture check. Thank you. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Corp, for that. I appreciate it. Mark as complete. There we go. No, it's totally fine. It's good. I was like getting like crunched up. Like doing a quick posture check like that, hands down great. Fantastic. It's what they're there for. Okay, so pre-pump off. Min amount pre-pump off. Can I actually, you know what? Instead of jumping, can we just go... We're going to try something here. Pre-pump on 0. Okay, we're going to try this. We're going to try it. Oof, yeah, my foot was not getting enough. Oh, there you go. Everyone got a nice little posture check there. That was a great one, Corp. Nice to see you did it too with us, Dar. You're the opposite, Corp. You got a hunch like over more. Oh, that's fair, but like ah. Heater on is 0. And we're gonna go BGE, and this will be min amount at post heat. Min amount post heat is greater than no. Yes. Min amount post heat is greater than current post heat. Current post heat. Post pump on 0. I sit with my back fully arched like a crazy person. Yeah, but like you've got reasons for it. Like it makes sense why you do it. Okay, we're gonna go alias current amount post heat alias current amount preheat. That'll be R10. This can be R9. Current amount pre-post. Why are you current? Amount. There we go. Current amount post pump is 0. And we'll go BGE. Min amount preheat is less than. So we actually need to flip it. So it's going to be a min amount, current amount preheat over min amount. If it's greater than, no, got it backwards. Hold on. There we go. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we want to turn the pre-pump off if there isn't enough liquid in the pre. So that means that if pre-pump current amount is less than the minimum amount, then it needs to be off. So if we say that minimum amount preheat is greater than current amount, then it's 0. Okay. Preheat, pre-pump on 0. There we go. So let's check this again. So if the minimum amount of heat is greater than the current amount of heat, pre-pump is 0. That makes sense. Then if the minimum amount of post heat is greater than the current amount of post heat, post pump is off. That's the backwards one. That's why I was getting screwed up. Because we want the current amount to be greater than the minimum amount post heat. Then that will flick it, make sure it's on. It won't turn it off. And when the current amount hits the maximum, that's when the minimum, then it turns off. Okay, great. So the other condition we need to add is a if current, no, it's if hold on. Okay, so we need to go this is going to be post pump on is 0 in the case of current is less than 0. So if we go current heat amount, does that work? If I put in a hard value there, current, looks like it works. Okay. Current amount heat. There we go. So if 0 is greater than or equal to current amount of heat, post pump on is 0. And we're going to do the same thing where we go current amount heater on 0. There we go. And just to make sure that 0 doesn't give us a weird issue, we'll just say 1. If 1 is greater than current amount. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then pre-pump is on both of those. Okay. And we'll sleep for a minute. No, 10 seconds is better. We're dealing with temperature. Okay, so we'll hit confirm, and then we're going to open it back up. We're going to go ahead, we'll hit edit, and we will save it. Yes. So I think that'll work. I hope. We'll close it. We'll put the chip in it. We will export, close it again. Put the chip there. That can just go in our belt. Great. What's our food and health? Which one is the one that we've started eating? This one. Great. I think you also eat canned goods a lot faster too. It would be really cool if there's like tea and coffee and stuff, but we'll see. I think there is coffee, somebody told me, maybe. And like, yeah, okay, so we're gonna need more nutrition before that happens. That's fine. Before we get like really high up on our liquid requirements being extra taken care of. Oh my gosh, time just flew doing that. My goodness. Okay, so we'll close that. Turn that on. Oh, we need to turn on our air. There we go. Great. Head outside, and we need a couple pipe analyzers. Okay, so we'll go like this. Pipe Anna. And we need some electrum for it. And I have a terrible feeling that if we didn't... The error? It's in an error state? Why is it in an error state? Oh no! Okay. Well, that was disappointing. Goodbye, trader. Alright. Well, we have some of what we wanted from those kind of traders, so that's fine. I think we need to deal with this issue. I think that's part of our issue. I have a strong feeling this is part of our issue. That's okay. Let's come on over here. And we will just check. Make sure things are connected, because it looks like they are. Yeah, no idea what that issue was about. Okay, cool. So we need electrum. We should have some electrum right here. We do. Great. Turn that on. Turn it off. You know what? I think there's more electrum somewhere else too, because I kind of remember saying, oh, we won't have to do that again for a while. And now I don't know where it is. That's okay. Grab the silicone, go like that. Grab some more electrum, throw it in there. That was the wrong place. My goodness. Well done, well done. Close that. Some steel. That can go back in. I wonder if this can go in there. No, it won't do it. That's fine. We'll leave that on. That can go like that. Off, off. Electrum. There we go. There we go. Grab 2 of these, like I was just saying. There is 1. And this will be 2. You're close to finish printing your 3rd Rocky figurine. I do not know what that is. Do you mean like in here? Is that where the figurines are? I have no idea. I should also get those at some point. I have the ability to do all of that. Yeah, I've got no idea what you mean by that though. Rocky figurine. Like there's the toy Luna. Oh, the bobblehead. Or is it? Maybe I know where they are. 1 second. Or do you mean like actual like 3D printed? Oh! Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. I thought you might have been talking about these, and I was like, I don't remember that one. Very cool, though. Very cool. Let's see. So everything should be inside that we need. So we'll go like that. We'll go like that. Perfect. Helmet. Oh, dropped our helmet. There we go. What's it about? Because I actually have no idea what Project Hail Mary is. I'm so sorry. I don't know if it's something I should be aware of or like I know nothing about it. There we go. And then we'll name this Anna Post. Anna Pre. There we go. Turn that off. That can go in there. And now, because I will forget 10 times, we're going to open this up real quick. Okay, so D0 is heater, and then... Oh, we need an analyzer in the middle that we did not do. Shoot. Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. Oh, it's in all cinemas right now. It's a newer movie directed by, I think, the guy behind The Martian. Cool. To be honest with you, I do not get to very many movies. I am just not great at that, to be honest. Let's see. So, I know I need a couple of different things. Nope. There we go. No battery. That's a dead battery. Where's the grinder? No battery. Labeler will be fine for now then. We will grab that. We will grab that. Oh, wait a second. Nope, I actually had it right. My goodness. I'm just missing one analyzer. Very cool. Okay, so we go back like this. They had a promotional 3D printable file, but you found one that you preferred. Oh, neat. Neat. Do you do a lot of 3D printing or not so much? Pre-pump, and then that means this is heat pump, heat, Anna. There we go. Anna post. I need an Anna pre. And yeah, since I am the owner of a 3D printer, I get to choose. Yeah, totally fair. I do actually have one sitting beside me. It's over here. I just don't use it very often. I used to use it more when I did more Arduino stuff, but since I've stopped doing regular Arduino stuff, like regularly, I just don't use it anywhere near the same way. Throw our helmet back on. We need to grab an analyzer. Yeah, so what time are we? 10 to. I've only got this machine recently, but I've racked up over 100 hours on it. Wow, look at you go. Very nice. That's awesome. So I think what we're gonna do tonight here is we're going to finish setting up this little bit of automation. And after that, we'll go and raid somebody, see if there's anybody out. Nope, don't need a meter. There we go. After that, we'll go see if there's anybody out there that I know that is playing some Stationeers. And if not, we will see if there's anyone playing Stationeers. And if not, then we'll choose something else to raid. I giggle at myself when I sound like a programmer. If this, if that, if not. Oh, silly, silly. Oh, good, that is off. Okay. Always terrifies me that I'll forget to, like, close it and just pump all of my air out of our greenhouse here and into the atmosphere. And, like, not that it's the end of the world to replace it, but it is very frustrating to lose, like, all your plants. I love tinkering, which you may or may not. Oh, yeah, hands down. And I am right there with you, to be honest. I absolutely adore tinkering with random things, and I do a lot of it. Like, I've got a little home server, actually, that I do play with every once in a while. My computer dual boots in Linux and in Windows. And the other thing that I love to do is game dev and 3D art. So, like, I love building things and creating. Just these days, it's a lot more geared to, like, the 3D art and the game dev these days, for sure. Okay, so we'll pump that all the way up. And then we need to name that other one over here. My computer doesn't dual boot, but I did switch to Linux last year. Very nice. Honestly, the only reason I don't only use Linux these days is because 3D software. 3D software has a terrible implementation on Linux. Like, using Maya is a pain. Using so many of them is a pain. Houdini is okay in it and actually runs simulations really fast and does certain renders really fast that way. But if you're trying to go directly from Houdini into Unreal, you can't. It's a pain. I wouldn't have done it if Microslop wasn't self-destructing right now. Totally fair. Totally fair. Yep, that's fair. And actually, so does Houdini. Houdini actually has a native Linux support as well, because the simulations run so much better on it. The only problem is Unreal Engine doesn't have a good native support for Houdini. So when you're trying to link from Houdini directly into Unreal, because you can do that, and there's like a special piece of software add-on, that special piece of software, there isn't a Linux port of it, and there's just too many dependencies that don't work well together to get it to work. And it just refuses to work. It's very frustrating. Also, Substance Painter works better in Windows by a long shot. And ZBrush. It's just there's these like specific 3D programs that work better. But otherwise, that's all I really need to make and prep STL files for a printer. Yep, absolutely. This, I think, is actually heat. The analyzer on the heated pipe. Yeah, heater. No, it's the heater. Okay. D1 is the analyzer. Sorry, just let me get through this. Heat analyzer, pipe heater, great. Heat analyzer, great. And then this one is post analyzer and pre-pump are the next ones. Okay, so pre-analyzer and post-pump. Okay. Okay. Nope, got that exactly backwards. So it's post-ana and pre-pump. Okay. Post. Do I not have an analyzer that's connected to everything else? I do not. Oh, that's a mistake. Shoot. Okay, that's fine. Okay, what did we say? I hear from a lot of people that Mac is really good for 3D. No, it's not. It's terrible. It sucks. It's trash. At least at a professional level, it's trash. It doesn't, the problem with Mac is it doesn't have the power, and you can't upgrade the RAM. It's the RAM not being upgradable that's the problem, to be honest. For 3D software and doing animation and the like. It was either about good performance on Mac or just that they have some software that's really good for editing. That's what it is. And they're really good for editing different things, but for actually working in, like, for example, Maya or Houdini, there's actually less support for it than there is for Linux. Just because it doesn't have the right capabilities. Okay, if we just go up like that, and then we go like this, and then we just need one more. There we go. Oh, you see, yep. Yeah, it doesn't do a lot of the things that it would need to do to be functional in a professional capacity. There we go. That'll work. Okay, so we need post Ana, which we don't have it called, so it should just be pipe analyzer. Yep, great. And then this should be pre-pump. Maybe it was a video. Yeah, they do very, very good video editing. They really do. It's they don't have the ability to do the 3D softwares, but the editing is great. So post-pump, preheat. Okay. This should be off. Post-pump, preheater. Is it an analyzer or is it the... Yeah, it is the preheat analyzer. Okay. Pre-ana. Okay. And I think before I let this fully loose, we're just going to go like this, disconnect it. We'll go like that. And this needs to be on. This needs to be on, and that needs to be on. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Did it work? Flip that on. Flip this on, and we immediately have an error. Incorrect argument count at line 38. My gosh. Okay, let's look at line 38. Oh yeah, okay, so it doesn't work like that. That won't work. Okay, that's fine. So what are we gonna do? What are we going to do? We are going to say heater off. We're gonna name it heater off. Great. J start. We're gonna go pre-pump off. J start. Then we're gonna say post pump off, J start. Okay, so if we go like this, heater on is 0. Can we just go like this? Is it gonna work? It is. Great. Great. Heater off. I have a terrible feeling that I didn't do that right. Because I didn't. That's okay. Sleep 10, J start. Okay, if the heater is off, we can go ahead and say another sleep 10. Sleep 10, great. The IC10 development pipeline includes a dedicated section for figure out why the script keeps erroring before you can even get to the bug fixing. Oh, yep, cool. I did find a thing online today that I absolutely love. It's an experimental. Oh, what is it called? 1 second. I will drop a link and let everybody know what it is. This I love. This website is great for doing IC10 code. And as soon as we finish this code and it works, we're calling it a night. And honestly, even if it doesn't work, we may be calling it a night after we do one more test of it here. Control V, pre-pump off. There we go. Go like that, go like that. That results in pre-pump off as well, so we can just go pre-pump off. This is post-pump off. And we will say sleep 10. And we will say sleep, excuse me, 10. I should have paused the game while we were doing that. So we'll confirm it. Whoops, edit. Back over there to make sure we have a save of it. Confirm it, close it, put it into our laptop. Oh, very nice. Very nice. You've got everything collected. And we did not need to do that. We needed to do that. And we can go like that, like that. If you did enjoy it tonight there, Dar, I would, of course, appreciate a follow. But, of course, no pressure at all. Incorrect argument count, line 42. Okay, let's take a look. Pause it, line 42. Oh, my bad. So, oh, that's because I doubled up that for some reason. Because everything starts as on, and then it turns it off if there's an issue. Great. Confirm. That was way less big than I thought it was going to be. I'm happy about that. So we'll go like that. Still not happy. Line 47 now. What did I do to make you unhappy? Pause. 47. Heater. Oh. Oh my gosh. As if I did that. All right. Confirm. Export. Okay. Come on, work. Oh, yeah. Yep. There we go. There we go. I will think about it. Totally fair. Like, seriously, no pressure. Don't worry about following if it's not your thing. Do not worry in the slightest. Okay. Cool. Let's do a check. Why is that up to 400 and something degrees? 600 degrees, 700 degrees. What the heck? What? How did that get to 1200 degrees? How is it still getting up there? Oh my gosh. What in the world just happened? How did it even get that hot? Okay, if current temp is greater than the minimum temp, heater off. S heater on 0. What the heck? How do we have liquid water at 1900 degrees? Gets wonky? No kidding. No kidding that got wonky. Oh my god. At least it's coming back down to a normal temperature. Okay, we're gonna call it. We're calling it. I will have to play with that a whole bunch. So we'll go ahead, we'll save that up. And let's go find out who we're gonna raid. Let's take a look. And let's go to this person. I don't know who they are. So let's give it a try here. Okay, that's fine. And we're gonna start our raid. There we go. And there we go. Let's go raid.